What is up, guys? Neogenics here. Today we're going to be looking at a World of Tanks replay from a subscriber of mine, RNG Spot from the Clan Claws. He'll be driving the VK4502 on Fords. This is the VK4502. This is a Tier 9 German heavy tank. It's one of the two German heavy tanks at Tier 9 that the Germans actually receive. The other one being the E75. This one, they both get the same exact gun, which is 128 millimeters. This one is extremely armored, though. The front of this thing is just simply beastly. A lot of people call this tank overpowered because of the armor on the front right now. It's more people even call it the Minnie Mouse. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gun real quick. It's got 490 alpha damage with 246 penetration with AP, and it has 490 alpha damage and 311 penetration with the gold rounds. The high explosive is 630 and 65, which you really don't use unless you're going to be resetting cap. He's in a kind of a decent matchup. It's a tier 10, which is standard for this tank, really, and kind of where you want to be. This is where you get the most experience using this thing. He's going to be using this thing to great effect. You're going to check out the armor on this thing in this game. This is a really good game for him. I've watched this video one other time just to kind of get the feel and fast forward to see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and play it from his viewpoint the whole game, and we're going to watch it. I'm going to fast forward it in the very beginning because this tank is pretty slow. So here we go. We'll let him go ahead and get in position down here. He's going to head down to the south, and then as you'll see once he gets down there, he'll get some spots here in a minute, and he'll decide to change his positioning, which is actually a really good idea what he does. He just simply bounces round after round. It's pretty impressive, really. Alright, so there's the first spots, and then he spots the T54 and then the Centurion also. So let's go ahead and just speed up a little bit till he gets over here in position. Now he's going to come around the side of this rock over here, and the mountain's going to use it. So he sees the Indian Panzer and takes a shot, and it ricochets. The Indian Panzer bounces off him. No surprise there. So he's going to push up a little bit here, and he's going to angle his armor really well. There it is. Alright, so there's an IS-8 over there, which is the one of the Tier 9 Russian heavy tanks. And now he's got 3 tanks in front of him to shoot at. Plenty of targets. Centurion bounces yet again, and another one from the IS-8 bounces. That's 4 bounces now. He hasn't taken any damage. Alright, so what is that? That's the Type 61 comes down, he puts a shot into a 461. Bounces yet another shot. Wait to see for one of these guys to pop out. Who's going to be brave? Indian Panzer shows a little bit too much of a side armor and takes a shot. Centurion's pretty smart. He's waiting for him to fire, then he goes and takes a shot. Looks like he's trying to shoot the commander's hatch. There's a T-54 over there. Is he going to make the mistake? It looks like he's going to. And free shots. Bam! 500 damage. Above average roll. Nice. Centurion once again pops out while he's reloading. He decides to actually, looks like he changed his target to something else. So he's up to almost 1,500 damage now. Who's going to pop out first? It's a beautiful shot at the Centurion's turret. Low roll though, but hey, damage is damage at this point in the game. Immobilizes him. Indian Panzer comes out, stays out too long, and takes another damaging shot. As soon as he gets his track up, the Indian Panzer yet again tracks him. So now he's got to wait even longer for that track to come up, and the track's back up. So he's going to pop out. He decides he had enough of this little peekaboo crap and goes in. Smart move using this tank like this in the front line because it can just bounce shot after shot. It's a very, very heavily armored tank. It's definitely one of those frontline tanks. It's not like a T-34 or an M103. M103 can bounce shots, don't get me wrong, but nothing like this. So IS-3 bounces an APCR gold round off the front of his armor. Pokes out, looks to the right, sees all the tanks, decides to fall back. So we input IS-3. While he's focusing on the IS-3 there, T69 gets a little bit sneaky here and pokes out for the first damaging shot all game. So he's up to almost 2,900 damage, and he's received over 10 hits so far, with only 1 being any kind of damage. So the tortoise pushes up in front of him, which is probably a bad idea considering he doesn't have a turret. So looking for a shot on this IS-3, but there's a building in the way. So he's waiting for the T69 over on the left. Tries to get a shot into him, but looks and he's moving a little bit too quick, so he couldn't get the snapshot off. The Taurus is just getting wrecked. So he decides he's going to go ahead and finish off his T69. Auto aims, puts it in for his first kill. 3,000 damage, and now he gets his first kill. So the Taurus falls over here. The whole flank on this side is actually falling. Now he's against every tank that was over here, pretty much by himself. He does have a Waffenträger Panzer IV in the back. Bounces another shot from the E100. Finishes off the IS-3. It's one less gun on him. So now he's against a T-30, an IS-3, and an E100, and the E100 goes in for a ram. Because this thing is so armored, all he does is damage his track. No damage. So he aims, puts a shot into his front track. Puts a nice 501 damaging shot into him. The E100 is only using the 128. He's got the same exact gun as RNG Spot does right now. Ari puts a second damaging shot into him. Bounces another E100 shell. Couldn't pen the E100 from the angle he was at. Was able to hit the upper plate and just bounced right off. So he's got his track up. And now the Panzer IV is coming behind him. Can he get another shot? He can. Very low roll, but the E100 goes down. The IS-4 was last spotted around the south over here, so it looks like he's going to go try to find him. But he hasn't been spotted in so long, he decides to stop right here and do the smart thing in reverse. As he does, the IS-4 appears behind him. And here he takes his third damaging shot all game. So he's up to 2 kills, 4,500 damage. Decides to unlock auto aim. Zooms in the lower plate. Takes his 4th damaging hit, finishes off the IS-4 for his 3rd kill. Almost 5,000 damage and 3 kills. Now all that's left to do is finish off the artillery. And it looks like the Alpha Panther is going to go ahead and finish off the artillery. So that's the game. So, that was the game that I was just sent. I took a look at. It was a very, very good game. As you can see, it took 22 plus hits, apparently, from this, because some of these are just criticals and no damages, so... But 22 hits, he did nearly 5,000 damage. A very well played round for him. He had 3 kills. The only person that had more than him was the Panzer IV. It was a really good game. Definitely helped carry his team to the victory. He held them guys up. I mean, look at all these shots that just bounced off his front armor here. I mean, I've got the mod that you can see the ricochets, and it's just green everywhere. So let's go ahead and take a look at the post-game stats, guys. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, here's the post-game stats for that game. As you can see, he got his mastery class, his mastery badge. He got a steel wall, Confederate, and a high caliber. And that was almost a 9,000 win 8 match. It was a really, really good game for him. As you can see, it was a 2,113 non-double experience game. He had nearly 2,700 spotting damage in a heavy tank. Let's go to the next slide. Alright, over here you can see he had 5,000 damage with 3 kills, 1,409 base experience. That's more than anyone on either team. That was a really, really good damaging right there. The next one, he had 16 shots fired, 14 hits with 12 penetrations, giving a grand total of nearly 5,000 damage. But if you count the spotting damage, I mean, that's like 6, 7, almost 8,000 damage right there. Damage blocked by armor was 5,300. Because he took 19 hits, only 3 of those actually did any sort of damage to him. Really damn good game. Let me know what you guys think of this. Again, RNG Spot, well played. Very, very awesome game. Really appreciate you sending this in to me. You get your mastery badge in that. That's awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, and I will get back to you. Think about subscribing, and there's going to be more where this came from. We actually have another video I'm going to be putting up directly after this one. It's going to be one of my games in the AMX 50 Bravo with RNG Spot driving his T57 Heavy. So let me know what you guys think, leave a comment, and think about subscribing. We'll see you guys next time. Later. What is up, guys? Welcome back. This video is going to be the AMX 50 Bravo and the T57 Heavy, driven by RNG Spot and myself in the 50 Bravo. Like I said, this was one of the second games we had the same night as the T54 E1 video, actually. And I'm going to show you what a little bit of teamwork can actually do. I'll kind of explain what was going on at that particular time. We were on TeamSpeak together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get started. Jump right into this. Well, fast forward a little bit. There we go. All right, to start here, I wasn't really sure what he wanted to do. I saw him turning around, so I asked him on TeamSpeak. I said, "Hey, which way we heading?" And we had a couple games on this map earlier, and he's like, "I just go the same way we always do." I said, "All right." So we're going to take a look at the northwest side of the map over here. A lot of times if you get up into this position right around here, you can get some good shots from people rushing across here, and usually finish them off when you're in an autoloader. So that's the plan. So here I am. I'm pushing up since I'm in the faster tank. It's kind of good to be fast, but at the same time it's not very good because you leave yourself wide open, and it's just, you don't have the armor in the 50 Bravo. So I'm going to poke out here, and I told him on the TeamSpeak, I said, hey man, I'm not seeing nothing. So he's like, hey, let's go ahead and push it. So I said, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lead a charge across the field here. I'm still not seeing anything. We're seeing a lot of tanks in town over on this side over here, as you can see. So we want to get behind that E3. That was our main goal. And I'm telling him, alright, I'm going to push around to the E3 over here, just back me up. He said, alright. So I'm pushing up, and then I spot the Waffentrager E100 over there. Now, where is he? Yeah, okay, I know he's over there, and he hasn't shot yet, and there's the E100. So he's coming up this side, he's going to go around over here, and I'm going to go around this way. And he's telling me, hey, just watch the E100 so he doesn't turn around. So he's going to put shots on him from that side, I'm going to put shots on him from this side, so he has to divide his firepower. Alright, so I see the E100. He's turning his tank around to the other side, so I track him. And that shot somehow ricocheted. So I'm going for engine fires here. And I tell him, alright, I'm on reload. He said, I'm on reload too. So we're both backing up, getting into some cover over here. And just as I do that, the other 50 Bravo appears. So he shoots me, and I turn my tracks just right time right there and ricochet that shot. So I take one hit out of that. Tell him, alright, I'm almost reloaded. He's already reloaded. So we're going to push up together over this way. And he's telling me, be careful going around that corner over here because there's actually a lot of them. I said, don't worry about it, I'm good. Because I've got a couple of tanks with me. Then the E5 pokes around the corner and puts a shot into me. And he's not going to come back around that corner. So I'm trying to back up here, and I get stuck on all these extra tanks. Well, Leopard comes around the corner. As he does, I go ahead and put a shot into him. Take another shot from the Leopard, and finish him off. So it leaves me with 2 shells in the magazine. Well, we didn't see it at the time, but behind us there's actually a whole bunch of tanks, and that's when I spot it. I saw when the RE5 exploded. So I'm going to spin around here, and I'm telling RNG, I said, hey man, we got to clear this area down over this way. So he said, I'm on reload, just be careful. So I'm going to push down over here, and I see that the FV215B is over here, and I can finish him with the 2 shots I have in my magazine. So that's actually my main target. And then he takes a massive hit and leaves me, so now all I got to do is put 1 shot into him. So he finishes off the E3, but now he's wide open because he's on reload, and I've got 2 shells. I'm definitely going to be able to finish him. So I zoom in, I aim at the lower plate, finish him off. I got 1 shell in the magazine now. And I'm debating on reload, but then I see the Bat Chat. So I go ahead and put a quick snapshot into him, and of course the Bat Chat troll armor bounces. So he's reloaded. He's come up to give me some cover because he knows I'm trying to get out of here while I'm reloading. So I take a lucky shot from the 50B, and it just blows my tracks off. He pushes forward to bounce some shots for me and finishes them off. So now the Bat Chat was coming around the backside. He doesn't know I'm reloading. He knows I fired at least 1, possibly 2. So we're debating what we want to do here. We think the 268 is going to come up through that hole, but then the Bat Chat spots me, so I see him. So I tell him, alright, I'm going to push him around this way. If you can push him the other direction, we'll go ahead and finish this guy off. So the 268 is coming around. We don't have a choice but to get out of here. So the Bat Chat misses. I put 1 into him. He puts 1 into me, and that one just hits the wall behind him, but RNG spot's there to finish him off. Now I'm going for this T57 Heavy right here. I'm trying to finish him, but just as I get ready to fire, he pulls my way, telling him to back up, and then he comes around the corner, and I wasn't able to finish him. So I've got 1 in the magazine. I'm going to try to track this guy for him. So I hit the track shot. Unfortunately, he had a repair kit. So now we're both on reload. This 268 made a big mistake here, because if he had pushed either one of us, both of us are on reload right now. I don't think he realizes that I'm on reload. So we have a Bat Chat here trying to give us some fire support. I'm almost reloaded. I'm trying to keep the 268 focusing on me. The 268 runs forward, takes a shot at the Bat Chat and misses, and that's it. Now I got 3 shells to finish this guy. That one, hey, he hit me and it ruined my shot. So it happens. So So I finish him off, and I tell RNG Spot, I said, hey man, I'm on reload, be careful. I can't help him with the T57, there's nothing I can do. And then I see an Object 140 down there, and of course, then I run into the Panzer 100. I'm like, oh crap, gotta get out of here. I'm a one-shot to him. So I'm almost on reload. I'm trying to come around this corner here because I want to finish off this 4-0, but then all of a sudden the E5 appears and takes me out. Alright, so that ends my game a little bit early. So now it's 2-on-3. I managed nearly 4,000 damage that game, which wasn't too bad. But now RNG Spot and the Bat Chat's got to carry. The Panzer 100 misses. He pulls forward, puts 2 into his lower plate, and finishes him off. That's kill number 4 for him. Alright, so now it's an Object 140 that's damn near death, and an E5 that was pretty much full health. So the Bat Chat's got to finish off this 140. So he's looking for a shot. Decides to go ahead and rush him. Takes a shot from the E5. Now it's going to come down to who can get the kill here. But the 140 doesn't have his gun facing the right direction and misses his shot. They both donk it. But the Bat Chat turns around, finishes him off. And now the E5's coming. So he either needs to do one of two things. Either get out of here or try to get some shots into this guy. Puts one on the lower plate, but he ends up getting killed. But at least he damaged him enough. So now he's pretty much easy clip for RNG Spot here. And RNG can easily take a one shell. So he's got the health to take a hit unless he gets ammo racked, and he's got 4 shells in the magazine. So this E5 is in a lot of trouble here, unless RNG Spot happens to bounce, but I just don't see it happening. And there he is, and he has the side armor of the E5. 1, 2, he takes 1 shot, and it just tracks him, and that's game. Oh man, the whole time we were on TeamSpeak, we were just talking to each other, telling each other what we were planning on doing, what direction we're going to be going. Look out for this guy. Hey, I'm on reload. I need some help here. Come back me up. And just back and forth. And the communication was the key to winning that one. It was a really, really fun game. It was really intense, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me 1 second. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the post-game stats. Alright, guys. Here are the post-game stats. As you can see, I got a first class off that. I still haven't yet to get the Masters on this tank. Very unfortunate. But, almost 5,000 experience for a times 3. It wasn't too bad. We'll go to the next slide. And there you go. Look at that. RNG Spot with damn near 6,300 damage. 5 kills. He definitely carried. Between me, him, and the Bat Chat, we know our experience, over 1,000 experience based. It was a really good game. It was a lot of fun. This Bat Chat did an awesome job, an amazing job. Trying to keep us covered. Us 3 autoloaders working together. It was quite fun. I fired 16, which only 10 penetrated. I hit all but 1. Almost 3,800 damage, let's call it. I received 7 hits and 2 of them bounced. That's the only reason I survived that long, because I actually had 2 bounces off me. So, but RNG Spot and that Bat Chat did a damn good job. Those 2 pretty much carried that game. It was an excellent game. It was a lot of fun. They definitely did a good job. G2G, hey, awesome work. If you watched this video, great work, man. I really appreciate your backup. You gave us quite a good amount of backup there. Always being there for us, trying to get us out of that 268 and that T57 Heavy jam that we got ourselves into. So excellent work. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, and think about subscribing. And we will see you guys in the next one. Later.